YouTube.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Let me know if you're here. If you can see us.
Whoops.
Oh, Steve Scrovan can't make it, but we're going to have a surprise guest. You'll see it a little bit. So let me see. Where is the YouTube? Are we going on YouTube, everyone?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I had it playing and I actually heard it on my side.
Scarlett. So that, all right. It's so funny, that woman in the front looks like Wilma Flintstone, the hair. But that's okay.
Yeah, I was thinking of funny characters.
But they're great.
So basically, I was kind of roughing out some things, and then we can ink these tonight, so it'll be fun.
Yeah.
We got, like, here's where the guy walks away.
It's making me laugh. He does look very. Let me see. We changed this color, the scrolling thing at the bottom. What is that?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
Very observant.
I also slowed it down because I thought maybe that was like a lot on our eyes. Like it's like, Let
me see. Why can't I?
We could change the color, actually. So,
it doesn't.
Do you like the color? What do you think?
It's
I made
fine.
Like kind of a green, kind of a, like almost kind of a.
Nah, don't worry about that. We can't get involved in that.
Oh yeah, and then he sits back down. And then we have this.
Do you sure you want to make it petals? But well, let's see the monkey.
Yeah, we can make it a generic clown.
Yeah.
I was just having a little.
You can make it stupid. How about a clown with a cowboy hat? See, that makes me. Will we able to see the monkey? Will you make it?
Yeah. You should be able to with the resolution on our
bigger page.
Yeah, it should be fine. It should be good.
So I heard you got into a fight with the monkey.
Exactly.
At the zoo.
I did.
I can't believe you were tormenting it.
Yeah, I made him depressed. He was he tried he wasn't
having it.
Yeah. But he lightened up at the end there. He saw some kids, and I just didn't have what it takes. Here's this one.
Yes, I do love monkeys. Oh yeah, tomato.
And here,
I love monkeys.
I should have put a monkey in the audience. That'd be funny.
That's good. Any monkeys? I think Gary said hi.
Nice.
Let me see if Adon is around. Let me see. So it's getting nice out. Let me see. So I'll send that to Adon. So you haven't watched Love on the Spectrum, have you?
I have not. No, is this what channel is that on?
Netflix.
Yeah. I don't have Netflix.
I'm sending them the link.
Now, is he like a director on it, or?
Oh no, he's one
Actor?
of the people looking for love. So I
Nice.
just sent him the link.
That's cool.
I guess you'll see if he pops on.
Exactly. I'll have this up so I can see that. You'll look at the chat. I'll look at the room. I'll have that up there. So here we are with this.
Oh, that's. I'm really looking forward. So Cody and I are going to talk to someone at Substack, and
Mm-hmm.
I texted you. I saw something. This woman, Merrill Markle.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
lady sounds familiar.
she has this whole thing, but we'll find out tomorrow. Um, like she has this thing why you should subscribe, but we're sort of doing that with this, but it'll be good to show what we have. Let me see if he got it. All right. We got eggshells and Ray Romano and Brad Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You love Monk. What's Benjamin's real name again?
That's Bridget.
Bridget.
Mhm.
Did you ever see the show Monk, Cody?
Yes, Monk is a good show, and you were on it.
Yes, I played the most normal part.
Yeah.
Well, it's dark when you. Yeah, I don't like it getting dark at 5.
Oh, really? It's kind of changing. Yeah, I never thought of that. Let's see, it's 8 here, and we still have some sun. So, yes.
Hmm.
Ray Romano here, and
Yeah, make
gotta get this
Ray and Brad.
Get Ray.
Hey, Chloe, I'm good. I got this new microphone thing, but what is busy? Oh, did I lose you? Wait, did I lose everyone? Where is it?
Hmm.
I
Wait,
can't.
what? Did you lose
Here it
something?
is. Oh, I held it up. I lost the stream. We're good. Next one I should have my new mic set up. A better mic. Uh, but hopefully you can hear me. How is it in New Zealand? What time is it in New Zealand? So Cody's we're going to have a Substack where it's just the meat of it, all the stories and laid out like a book on a Substack. So we're
Yeah.
excited about that. Let me see if Adon got the message or if UC's trying to get in.
Yeah, nothing yet.
All right. Thank you, Cody and Gary and Lisa sent me some. Maybe I'll get in a few minutes some almonds, and I have enough for a long time.
Mhm.
Some chewable, good stuff. All right, let me see if Adon got the message. Oh, it's only been 3 minutes, and let me see. Yes. I'm excited about the monkey and the audition. Yeah, how about something ridiculous?
Like like different than the clown, or?
I mean, it could be funny to clown with a cowboy hat or something that doesn't make sense. You
Sure.
know, something silly.
Yeah, something like
You're watching the movie Twister, the original Twister. There's a guy, Sean Whalen, I follow on Instagram, and he had an interesting story how he got in the original Twister. But now he does. I guess he doesn't look like a clown. Yeah, he still looks like a clown.
country clown.
Country clown.
Yeah, you could give him like a lasso. Nice. Oh yeah, you could have this kind of thing in his mouth.
I love it. I love it. Well, it looks like the monkey's peeing on him. It just, but it's okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe I could do let's see. How could we not make it look like yeah, because when I did that I did think it looked a little funny too. Right.
You made a drawing of Cody as a monkey. That's pretty funny.
Got similar features. Yeah, we can deal with that.
Maybe
Yeah.
the monkey's tap dancing.
Right. I could do something like that. Or he's or kind of like that.
Yes.
Less
So Wood is working at the Greek Theater.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Right, so you could have like his feet.
Let me see.
Let's see here.
Cody.
You could put like tap.
If he had tap shoes, well, you just hear tap tap exactly.
Actually, yeah, it would be. It could put tap shoes on him too. What do you think?
Yes.
Want to try it?
Yes.
That would be funny. They're kind of like specific.
We could ask the woman tomorrow from Substack. Well, we'll show her the pictures and say, yeah, it's going to be a bigger resolution than Instagram.
Oh yeah,
So you
yeah,
can see great details.
yeah. What it'll I imagine, because from what I saw, like Steve did with his header on the one about the Everyone Loves Raymond episode one.
Uh-huh.
It's sort of like you could have like yeah, you can have like a nice file size that'll
Yes.
click and it'll open up probably.
Yeah, so that'll be good. We can even maybe, if we're doing well, bring back the spirit tunnel because people can see the detail, but we got to think of a story about it.
Nice.
Right? Tap, tap, tap. The dog's really cute. What? If he doesn't come on in a few minutes, we can get Jeff. We'll give him a few minutes.
Oh, he said that?
I don't know. I sent him on Instagram the thing, so Let me take another look. Let me see which one I sent him. Yeah, the Restream Studio is the one I sent. That's the one to send, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be the one.
The dog. Dog is cute. Scarlett is right again. He looks trippy, the guy with the cowboy hat.
And then here we go.
I got a taxi driver. He goes, I gotta get
Oh, here we go. He's on here.
All right, Chloe, if we ever need a background character. Hey, Adon, thank you for joining us.
Fred, good to see you. Oh my God, the last time I saw you was at the Hollywood Grove. Oh my God, it's been so long.
Yes, so I want to introduce you to Cody. Now, Cody reached out to me on Instagram and we formed this fun partnership where he loves, you
Mhm.
love animation, but Cody, I hate to speak for you, you seem to love like Crumb and Mad
The voice,
Magazine and Peanuts, that kind of stuff. Or you love just all
something
animation,
like that. Yeah,
Cody?
I still do. Yeah, I still love animation, the graphics, and also adding voices. And those are some of my favorite art styles. And what you just described, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I first of all, Cody hasn't watched Love on the Spectrum. For the people watching, you're one of my favorite characters on it.
You wound me. Thank you.
And I love the voices you did. Now, Cody knew me from, did you ever see me on a show called Science Court?
I did not, but one thing I have seen you in Penguins of Madagascar as Fred the Squirrel. I also recognized your voice, like you did a brief cameo in Superhero Squad as Molecule Man, I think.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so I do know you for some of your other roles. I have not seen you on Seinfeld, but when I've heard your voice, I'm like,
I was at the other end of Barnes and Noble, and I only approached you because I heard your voice, and it's very distinctive. And I can't. And I when I saw Danny, I said, "Oh my God, it's the couple from Love on the Spectrum." So I walked over to you, and I was flattered you recognized me finally from Penguins of
oh my
Madagascar.
God, that was one of my favorite shows growing up. And more than anything, as you said the word, you also have a very distinct voice, and it's just like, oh my God, it's like this is what he looks like. It's like I'm a fangirling, like.
Well, I you never saw Handy Manny. That was
Oh wait,
Tools,
that's right. You were. Oh
the
my
tool,
God, yeah, you were
the
the.
nervous monkey wrench.
That's right. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about Handy Manny. Like I used to love that show growing up too. And I'm like, how did that slip my mind?
Now let me ask you something. I realize um, that a lot of people on the spectrum love animation. Is there any reason for that? Oh, Chloe says hello from New Zealand. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you knew each other.
Mhm.
Absolutely adore you. I saw Love on the Spectrum. Huge fan of you and your content. Well, it started with Australia. Is that correct?
It's true. A lot of people assume it started in the United States, but on the contrary, it was actually first started in Australia, and then eventually, actually, I don't know how old the Australian version is, but I know after its tenure, that's when they decided to make an American version of the series.
And so yes, I find there's people on the spectrum that there's two people that are obsessed with Chuck, the evil sandwich making guy I
Hmm.
played on Word Girl. Did you ever see Word?
I wasn't
Did I
really
you
that
on?
into it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, can you hear me?
Oops, connection lost.
Oh, God bless. One
Yes,
minute. Let me fix that.
It could be that I'm far
Here,
from my router. If it happens again, I'll go in my living room. Now,
okay, how's this better?
oh yes, perfect. If it does it again,
Huh?
it's my. And can you see?
Okay, so
So as we're talking, Cody is illustrating. We're going to tell a story, just introducing us to Substack, and that's Ray Romano and Brad Garrett um, being sadist because I'm nervous being on Raymond. It's a silly joke, but and I'm walking on eggshells
I love it.
above the because as a guest star you walk on eggshells, and they're being.
Oh, absolutely.
That did you ever like Mad
Yeah.
Magazine, Adon?
I did actually because looking at the art style and then looking back to what I learned in high school and how, and in history, it's aside from just learning about it, you see political cartoons. Like it was kind of giving me some of those vibes. I never looked into like which artists like did political cartoons like during the Industrial Revolution and so on, but that was part of what made me laugh. Like the Uncle Sam political cartoons, or this political cartoon of Hitler betraying Stalin
Yes.
at the Warsaw Pact. Like basically it was Hitler hugging Stalin and Stalin being stabbed and all like shocked, and Hitler like.
That's interesting. So you like the history of cartoons?
I like the history of cartoons, but I also like the history of art and how it started. How the history of cartoons actually goes back to cave drawings, and then from there paintings, and we have photography to thank for the history of animation, because I don't think a lot of people know this, but it was actually done out of a bet. Like when it came, I don't know if you ever heard of the racing horse collage piece. So what happened was, when photography was being developed, there was a debate. I forget between which two people specifically, where horses run so fast that they're practically flying off the ground, and their hooves are not all in the air at the same time. And I forget the photographer who was against it. So what happened was they set up a bunch of cameras on the racetrack, like a bunch of
Yes.
sentry,
Photo finish.
trap,
Yes.
yeah, yes, photo finish, and then they put all the photos together, and it was only through each camera going out specifically with the phonograms that it was revealed that horses run so fast that all their hoofs are in the air at once, like due to the rushing speed, but the human eye can't pick it up frame by frame, so cameras were needed.
Wow. You know who I should get on this? I'm
And
friends with Jerry Beck. He's an animation historian.
Oh yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's what I learned, not just in my animation class, but I took photography before that, and they said you'll learn this eventually in photography or CTBA, but that's where animation did first start, from that little experiment, and then from there, yeah.
You know what I love? I love the old Warner Brothers, where they had the commissary and you had the Three Stooges and Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah.
I love when they don't do that now with Brad Pitt and George Clooney, but I like Mae West when they had the stars of their time in animation bits. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, when it comes to comedy or comedic timing, I look back to some of the stars of vaudeville, and the Stooges were definitely a huge icon for me. I mean, I've seen the 75th anniversary of the Three Stooges, and I learned a lot. I've actually seen behind the scenes of how Mo Howard would do his nose trick, and it's pretty interesting because you'd think he was actually poking him in the eye, but they actually showed footage as he was explaining that he doesn't literally go for the eye, but he actually goes for the forehead, but he does it so fast you'd think he was actually that he was actually hitting him in the eye socket.
There's a place in Glendale, actually right where Cody's family stayed when they visited on Brand Street, called I forgot the movie theater, but every year they have a Stooges festival.
I think it's the Vaudeville Theater.
Yes, I saw one with a friend. It was a lot of fun. Now, I don't want to give any spoilers. I got to be honest with you. This season of Love on the Spectrum is a little more uncomfortable than usual because maybe it hits a nerve. I think I'm on the spectrum because I see so much of myself in the uncomfortableness, the awkwardness of the dating, where I can't this season. So Cody, you haven't seen it. People on the spectrum are looking for love, and they set them up with, or they go to speed dating. And the one with this sweet girl, I think she's in Memphis, I forgot where, who collects the dolls. And she set up with a guy that has ear
Yeah.
things on. And I felt so bad for her. I know he can't help it. So and there was one where James is always yawning. Yes,
Yes.
but you, oh,
Well,
and Jeff says you have a great voice. You do have a great voice.
Right.
oh, thank
The
you.
first
Thank
time I saw you, you were on a date with Danny. And
Yes.
what characters were you? I forgot what animation people were you doing that she was laughing at?
She was laughing at some of my I was doing some impressions of Billy West. Yes, I was doing an impression of Billy West. You know the show Ren and
Cool.
Stimpy, how he actually voiced both
Right.
characters. I was doing an oh my gosh, my mom would not like me for constantly rewatching some of those Ren and Stimpy cartoons, but I was doing this one episode where Ren and Stimpy they join like this group of people who are in charge of keeping one of the America's monuments safe, basically the Abraham Lincoln Memorial. And like Stimpy's complaining, like scrubbing it, and no, sorry, Ren is complaining, and Stimpy's the one who's like so dumb, and he thinks like it's Santa Claus,
Right.
and like Ren is like just doing the scrubbing. Stimpy just looks like, I want a cheesy corn cup, I
Wait,
want a
so
toy,
wait,
I
sorry
want,
to
and
interrupt.
then
I think he got that
yeah.
from Rain, like Peter Lorre. Sounds like Peter Lorre.
Yeah, that's what I was heard because I think I'm not exactly sure, but one of the voice actors I especially love, his character is Cad Bane at Corey Burton, and what he said was in an interview, Star Wars wanted him to portray an alien cowboy. They described him; they wanted him to be like a John Wayne character. However, they also wanted him to sound alien and kind of bit of a Peter Lorre. So he took Peter Lorre's voice, kind of gave it a bit nasally, and try to make it sound Western, bringing it all together. Like, I've taken down so many clones over years. Once you figure one out, the rest are easy.
Wow. Yeah. It's so what were your first cartoons you remember as a kid watching?
For sure, it was definitely. Excuse me 1 minute. Dulce, knock it off. I'm in the middle of an interview. Sorry, that's my dog. So my first cartoons.
Don't worry about it. It's
Mama,
very
can you take?
informal.
Okay. So anyway, God bless. You have dogs, just like kids. You got to put them in the back if they're making noise. But anyway, some of the cartoons I do remember first growing up watching was was Thomas the Tank Engine, the original one with the train models. I do remember watching the Transformers series, the Three Stooges, but oh my gosh, my favorite cartoon was definitely the 2008 Clone Wars series. That was my childhood. I remember waking up early in the mornings to watch it, falling asleep during school. Like getting in trouble. It's like your professors tell me you've been falling asleep in class. It's like, oh come on, prove it. It's like you were asleep during today's lecture. The kids were surprised. It's like, is there something you're not telling us? It's like, I may have woken up to watch Transformers at 5 and Little Mermaid and Astro and Gigantor, but it's like, I haven't.
It's
So
yeah, I'm gonna get through this year. It's just very sweet because it shows you spectrum schmectrum. We relate because we everyone has social anxiety with dating, you know. Yes.
yeah,
So you and Danny, I don't want to do any spoilers. I hope
no
I
spoilers,
hope it's
please.
going good. I'm up to the thing where the guy had the ear things on. So has being on the show, has it opened you up to like conventions or meeting people you'd love to meet or anything like that with animation or people?
It has opened up. To answer your question, it has opened up a lot of doors. Um, People are reaching out to me, but more than anything, people I've met from the Autism and Entertainment Organization. That Danny's company is actually on the board for it. They helped. I think I know they're a part of it. I forget if they helped fund it, or like found it back in 2022. But what I do know is she introduced me to Autism and Entertainment. That's where I met Steven Silver. And last summer, I actually attended one of his workshops at Cal State Fullerton, and I was given so much more insight in the industry advice for like character design, animation, and how character designers are paid to design the characters, but they're not paid to color the characters. Someone else is paid to color them. So I learned more about that. And on top of that, I also learned what else? Some of the exercises that he practices, like drawing from imagination, like draw a gorilla. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just
Yes.
practice this. Then look at what a gorilla is. So it's definitely opened those doors. I keep in touch with him. I'm actually going to be seeing him again at Pasadena Con this Saturday. It's opened up many doors, and it's funny now. It's true what they say. You never expect to be a celebrity or people to go all, oh my God, it's Hadon, or oh my God, it's Fred, until like you've done something meaningful. And working as a security guard now, sometimes every now and then at venues, like I'm doing my job. It's like, move along, folks, move along. And,
Are you a security guard at venues?
I am at the. I work at the Honda Center at the Anaheim Arctic in Orange County, and I was hired. Great job, and oh my gosh, I remember the first time when people recognized me from Love on the Spectrum. I was doing my job, like cell phone, car keys, wallet. A bunch of ladies come up to me like, "Are you Hadon?" It's like, we got to keep the line moving. It's like, oh my gosh, girls, it's Hadon. It's like, ma'am, we're holding. It's like it's Hadon. I'm like, I nearly fall backwards. My supervisor and a bunch of other guards come over. It's like, what's going on over here? It's like, I don't know, you were right. It's like, this is Hadon.
Your supervisor
like,
didn't
yes,
know
ma'am.
you were on the show?
No. It's not that I was embarrassed about it. It's that I had a job to do, and you want to share these things, but at the same time, you want to be humble about it, you know?
Yes.
And especially because you're on the job, you're like you're on the job, you're on the clock, you're being like there to keep people safe. And what was so cool is my own company, or the company OC Vibe, they found out I was on Love on the Spectrum, and they offered me an opportunity to record an advertisement for this sensory pod that was donated. They paid me to advertise this sensory pod that Lauren Daigle donated to the Honda Center venue. And it was beautiful because now people who are on the spectrum or who are sound sensitive or anxious, you can actually look at it on my Instagram. The video is still there.
I'll check it out.
Pinned.
I'll check.
But it was just such a blessing, making not only the security team look great, but at the same time, what else? But at the same time, providing an opportunity and encouraging other venues to have this resource.
How did they originally find you? Was there something in Craigslist? Like how did they find you to how did that originally happen?
What happened was okay, so the fans coming to the Honda Center, they found out that I was on Love on the Spectrum. Then they told my coworkers, like, "Yeah, crazy. I work with this guy. This isn't him." They saw Love on the Spectrum, like, "You're a celebrity?" It's like, and you didn't tell any of us? I'm like, yes. It's like, dude, it's like, what are you doing working here? I'm like, gotta make a living. This is good money. It's like, and it's funny because they tease me, and I asked them, so I know we're not allowed to take photos, and I never thought I'd ask this question. What do I do if the guests want to take photos with me? It's like, oh, that's totally fine. Just don't let your shirt be cut. Just don't let the logo of the company be cut.
Let me ask you, what were the people you work for, were they surprised not that you were on the show, but that you're on the Spectrum? Because I hate to say this, but do you ever get people that say you don't seem like you're on the Spectrum because you don't seem as pronounced as the guy with some of the others? Do you ever have people say, did the people go, wait, what do you mean you're on the Spectrum? Any people at work?
It's not as common, but they find out I'm on the Spectrum because of the show. However, when I tell them I'm autistic, I get a huge surprise, because I'm sorry to say, when someone associates somebody being on the spectrum or with disabilities, they use the usual interpretation visually is somebody who is like physically impaired, like who has slow speak dialogue. And I hope one day that assumption or that pre-notion of being on the spectrum disappears, because as we all know, autism, being on the spectrum, it affects people differently. Yeah. Everyone's impaired differently, physically, like how they communicate, how they read people. Like, it's not like you met one villain, you've met them all. You met one clone, you met them all. It's like you meet one person on the spectrum, you just met
one that's why it's called the spectrum. It's a spectrum of different degrees.
Exactly.
But I only watched it. Your dad seems great. What a beautiful house. And
oh yeah, and funny story. I've been with my dad in media, like in parades, like in photos, And it's nothing new that my dad's Congressman Lou Correa, but what's so funny is I've seen TikTok videos and like people showing me like that they got my family's like holiday greeting card. It's like, this is Adon's father, Congressman Correa. It's like, Adon's father is Congressman Correa. I'm like, have you guys been keeping up with my dad's social media and the greeting cards? That's public knowledge. That's nothing new. It's like, why didn't you tell us? It's like, it's nothing new. And at the time, it's like, at the time we kept, politics and my status separate because that's a murky. Well, I forget why, but the gist was I didn't want to get caught politically in it. But now that Netflix Netflix introduced my father, it's like now it's nothing politically. This is Adon's dad. He's Congressman Correa, but he is the reason I'm the man I am today. And he raised me well, politics, Republican, Democrat. No. I learned how to work with people and how to communicate.
Cody could have used a good dad like that. His dad taught him to push people out windows and steal things.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
No, he taught me how to park. He taught me how to park a car, and find.
Was it in someone's garage, like through the door?
Well, I couldn't do
that's
that.
an old trope. I remember when I worked with Tom Kenny, he said, let's retire the bit where like a dragon, wakes up, morning breath. He goes, there's certain bits we got to retire, Well, speaking of penguins of Madagascar, that was the craziest crew because everyone it was like a morning zoo where Kevin Michael Richardson, they would just all go crazy between takes. Jeff Bennett, yeah, baby, and they do all that stuff. But so how did Love on the Spectrum find you for the show?
Well, that's interesting. People are saying that some people have actually said that I sought them for an audition, but here's the irony: I didn't seek them, and this was through a series of coincidences. They eventually sought out me, and here's how it happened. I had no idea Love on the Spectrum or what this show was, or that Netflix was creating a show. Originally, this all started with an organization called Project Independence. I had signed up with them for job coaching because at the time, when I was like in community college, I was struggling like with job skills, etc. And through the regional center in my county, I was able to get the support I needed. And what happened was from there, they loved my personality. They loved my ability to do different voices. And a lot of that stems from my training as a wrestler and my career in choir growing up. Like voice training, like being able to sing falsetto or baritone really contributed to that. My strength training as a wrestler helped me control my breathing. So like I could sing long notes. And they loved it. And it's like, Adon, I know a guy from Netflix who's produced who's doing an American version of the show Love on the Spectrum, and they're doing Zoom calls. This was back in 2020 during the pandemic days, and he's asking like, would you be willing to do a Zoom interview? It's like, I'm like, okay, sure. It's like, absolutely. It's like, absolutely. It's like, I think we should go for it. And like everybody, it's like, this is too good to be true, Dad. I mean, we'll do the Zoom call, but I don't know if this is for real. And I find out this is legit. The Zoom call's happening. I'm like, okay, like you break that confidence stick, and you realize this guy wasn't screwing you. Like this wasn't no sarcasm. This is the real deal. So I'm like, what should I do? I thought he was pulling my leg. I'm like, my dad's like, let's record. Deep breaths. Okay, just be yourself. Don't force anything. You got this. You're periquito. You're like papa. Go ahead, be you. And then from there, they told me the conversation went great. They considered me for the speed dating event. I didn't get the part, not yet. They said, how would you like to be part of our little speed dating event in Hollywood? Now, like, there's no guarantee you'll be like a main cast, but this is how we do it with everybody. Do you want to take that chance? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So from there, I joined a bunch of other guys at this Hollywood club. I forget what it was called specifically. It was me and like, I think 12 other guys. There was, I think, 6 tables. Danny was one of them. And I looking back at how towards the end of the first season, I see myself in the very back. I'm like, I was like, oh, now I show up. But the gist is, from there, I talked to Danny, talked to other women there. She and I set it off at first. It was pretty good. She her interests were aligned with mine. Were aligned with mine about how she teaches people on the spectrum how to animate, and she helps open that doorway. And mine were pursuing entertainment and voice acting, and at the time animation before I had switched to graphics design. And from there, that's when I was invited to go on a second date, or to go on, not a second date. First, that's when I was invited to go on a date with her at Hollywood Hills.
Yes, great episode.
And then after that, they interviewed both of us and asked if we'd be willing to see each other again. Not to kiss or any of that, just have a little social. Then that's where we went to Pasadena Comic Con.
Richard Horvitz, I remember.
That's where we met. Yeah, and then even though they didn't show it in the footage, we met Richard. Well, aside from Richard Horvitz, we also met Eric. I met Eric Bauza for the first time, and things went great. And I look forward to going to Pasadena Con this Saturday. I'll be seeing Steven Silver again, and it was just then we had another meeting. Things hooked off, and then another, and it was really by a series of coincidences and aligned interests at the time, and like none of it was scripted. It went all well, and of course, I know it looks like my story was a happy ending, but behind the scenes, like everybody, like it wasn't all like all sunshine and rainbows. Like there were little like what ifs or that, and a little bit of anxiety.
Oh, join the club. What I love about you and everyone on it is people. I don't want to generalize about the spectrum, but it seems like they are who they are. They don't try to pretend to be something else. They go, I have anxiety, or I don't know how to do this, or I've never been in love. So I like how there's no BS. They're just being who they are. They don't know how to BS. So that's what I really like.
Exactly.
You know,
100%.
well,
Yeah.
He said, wow, popped on to see Freddie. Never expected Don to be here too. Anyone, any watchers have any questions before Don, before I let you go? I know when there's a cat, I have two cats, when they're scratching at the door.
Oh no! If you see me tired, it has nothing to do with you or any of this. I hope to do this again if you're willing. What happened was, this is a great story. Last night at the Arctic, one of the venues that OC Vibe Sports owns, we were hosting a prom for Canyon High School, and oh my gosh, I was posted outside like East Patio for the prom. Like a couple comes up to me like, "Are you a Don?" I'm like, "There's a security guard." Like I even asked my supervisors, like, if they come up to me for selfies, is like that okay? It's like, yes, but like only if it doesn't get in your way. So it's like, oh my gosh, I'm a celebrity, but it's like I can't get distracted. I'm a security guard. I'm paid to do a job. I'm not paid to get distracted, like be adored and all that. And it's funny, they came to me for a photo, for a selfie. Then like an hour later, more kids start flocking to me. It's like, that's him, that's Don. I'm like, keep marching, boy, keep marching like the stormtroopers. Move along.
Well, Cody,
like
I know you don't have Netflix, but I think you should get it for a month. I think you'd enjoy seeing what Don did on the show.
Yeah, it'd be fun to see you on there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you would, and not just me, but everybody else too, because, and I just appreciate that God chose me and all the people He chose for this show to allow us to be vulnerable and to show people, and that's what I love. It's like it's a reality show, but they don't just show you like social media, like all your successes and all the they actually show you what happens behind the scenes and the struggles, because I feel like we live in a society where you see the end results, like, okay, they succeed, but how'd they do that? And it's like, I never reveal my secret. It's like, no, it's like we should be vulnerable. And look, I get it. There's some things you got to keep secret. Of course, I respect that. But it's like, they didn't do that overnight. They didn't become billionaires, whatever, overnight. There were struggles. There were trials and tribulations. You can't spell rich without risks. It's like, you can't spell success without taking a chance.
I had to think. Thank you for reminding me, because I used to do this bit in my act Cody loves. I'm a thrill seeker. I drank the milk that expired yesterday. I don't care. I'm a badass. I'll eat an apple without washing it first. So one time we were going to do it, and Cody, you remind me of this bit, like risk spelled backwards is kisser. kiss her, you know.
That's right.
So I'm surprised. No,
Yeah,
you know.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, Margaret, no, not Margaret. Bridget wants to know: does it ever become irritating having so many people come up to you like that, or is it more like a harmless distraction?
It's really a bit of both. Well, I say of both because really outside the job, and I'm actually grateful that my bosses are flexible with my hours, but that's another story. The gist is on the job or like outside the job, it's like a harmless risk. On the job, it really depends because like say I'm working a venue like a concert on the floor, I can't take selfies. And I'm sorry to say there have been some guests or some undesirables who have tried to take
Yes.
advantage of that, saying it's like, oh come on, man, you're a celebrity. If you don't let us through, we're not gonna think you're cool. And I'm just like, okay, don't compromise my job. You have a good day. Like
Oh,
seriously, like you're not gonna let us through. It's like what I was on is temporary. Who I am, that's
you
eternal.
so
You're not gonna come.
I got to watch more to
Like
see
I
your
tell him, it's like
dad. He really brought you up great. You're a very decent,
he did
thoughtful,
because
considerate person.
I used to be a people pleaser. I mean, I was bullied a lot, as you'll see throughout the show. Like share my experiences in middle school, especially. I was one of those guys who didn't conform to toxic masculinity, who wouldn't be a jerk, and sometimes girls would make me cry. And it was one point where it's like, this guy will not take a hit. He's making us all look bad. This guy Luis, he's like, I'll take care of him. And they tried to pull me into a corner and beat me
Hmm.
up. And by God's grace, I beat him up. And naturally, he cussed me out. I got in his face and I told him, just because I'm a nice guy does not mean I'm
I
a
got to do
pushover.
that to Cody.
That's
I got to hold
yeah.
Cody up and say, "Hey, Cody, just because I'm a nice guy, I'm
know.
going to learn from you." Or like, stop having Cody.
Okay, careful.
He keeps bullying me, and so does Gary. It's like I'm going to stand up to the
Finally.
Shanks. Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate the time. If I'm ever at a convention, I will message you and let you know. You know,
Oh,
I'll
absolutely.
keep you
Please do.
and
Please do.
check out my new animation show, Super Duper Bunny League.
Where can I find
That's
that?
on
I
Nickelodeon.
just
Do you have
heard about it.
Nick?
I do.
Check out Super Duper Bunny
Super.
League and message me. Tell me what you think of it.
I shall. Thank you. And oh my gosh, I loved your role as Fred the Squirrel. If I had to pick one of your favorite roles that you've ever done, it would most definitely be Fred the Squirrel. Like
There was one.
I just
There was one where I had a date with Marlene.
yes, that was my
Yes.
favorite episode. One of them with Fred, because you're absolutely doing nothing. Julian's the one who's causing all the trouble, and how he ends up being the one who sabotages himself. It's like, okay, I relinquished the Marlene. You win, and you're like, oh, what's going on? It's like, what did you do? It's
Yeah,
like,
that was a
oh
fun
my, that was beautiful.
show.
That was a beautiful comedy, and it's like. Julian was his own villain and he was his own downfall, sabotaging himself. And you're just like, I don't want to fight. It's like, I don't know what's going on. And like you unintentionally miss him trying to swing at you, and like Three Stooges
Yes.
moments right there. Like, oh my God. And just to end it, I feel like I actually read The Art of the Penguins of Madagascar movie, and I thought it's cool where it's like, I forget what's his name who voices Skipper, who designed the Madagascar franchise, but he said it's like the Penguins are like the Stooges, but they're competent. And I love some of those references like he gives. It's like, I would trust you men with my life. Now come here for a hug. They're going to hug him and just smacks them all across the face. That's just to keep you sharp.
I appreciate it. I wish there was Fred merch, but let's keep in touch. Message me anytime.
I shall. Thank you. And thank you for inviting me here. I'm always willing to.
We'll do it another time.
I'm always.
Thank you. You have a great night. Okay.
You as well. Good night.
Hey, great meeting you.
Thank you. Likewise.
Let me see.
Yeah, let's see.
So yeah, I think you got to watch. Oh,
Oh yeah, sorry. I can let's see.
You got to watch Love on the Spectrum.
Yeah.
It's he's one of my favorites on it. Just as you see, a humble, great person.
Yeah.
Let me see one other thing.
Yeah, maybe we could have him on again, and I could draw him. Draw a picture of him.
Yes. Oh, he'd
That'd be
love
fun.
that.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing it
Yes.
now, but I was.
No, I gotta be Wood, bossy Wood.
I gotta
You know
be.
how
Yeah.
Wood bosses me around? I gotta
Yeah.
say, let's, you know what? I think if we get a lot of people on Substack,
Right.
then we can have just Q&A sessions on that. And,
Right.
you know, let me plug in. Let's see. Let me see where where is let me know if there's another guest, if you see someone else. Let me
Sure.
see. I think Fred may be calling in also.
Fred.
But
Oh, here we go. We got Fred Stoller.
oh, Fred Stoller. I've heard. Let's see what he has to
There
say.
he is. Fred.
Hey,
Am I on
Fred.
right now?
We draw. He's helping me. Don't mind Cody. He's doing sketches for a book, but we're just hanging out. What do you think, Fred, of this Sunday?
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty nice. I like the outside edges and I like the hair and everything. But you know, I mean, this is the kind of thing that people draw all the time. They're just always drawing all the time.
Yeah, I guess it's funny. What did you do on this Sunday today, Fred?
Well, today I went to the Grove and I got a piece of pizza and I got I went to Barnes and Noble, but they didn't have enough books for me. So
What do you mean enough books?
well,
I
I'm
thought you
being
get dizzy with the decisions.
no, I'm being sarcastic, and I'm
Oh, I
also
get it.
being presumptuous because when you go get a piece of pizza, a lot of times I get a half of a slice, and I'll put the other half of the slice in a plastic bag in the back of my pocket, and it's just living life, Oh, God.
Why do you put pizza in your pocket?
Well, I put pizza in my pocket. I put pizza in sometimes I get pizza and I put it in another pocket. I put it in a hot pocket, and that's just.
So could you show him the tightrope to see if Fred can guess what's going on in this picture? Okay, this picture.
It looks like there's some eggs and a couple guys. Looks like Gene Hackman and Dustin Hoffman or something. And it looks like what I don't know. It's like a guy with a mop. Is that a mop he's got? He's like maybe mopping or something.
Oh, he didn't get what it is, Cody. So what it is maybe we should make it clear. That's
Right.
Fred Stoller. We're trying to show he's walking on eggshells when he's on Everybody Loves Raymond, and that's Brad Garrett and Ray Romano holding a lot of money, laughing at Fred that he's on a tightrope. So I guess it wasn't clear.
Well, I mean, Brad Garrett, he was great. He was fun to hang out with. We were competitive with the any of those type of bag games like hacky sack or where you toss a bag onto the. He was very competitive. He brought his own contraption, and we used to bet money. It was it really made me nervous actually.
I don't see you as a betting guy, Fred, but you learned something. Cody, do you think you should put something in the background to make it clear that's a sitcom soundstage or Everybody Loves Raymond or like the red thing to show the thing is going on?
We could. Yeah, we could do that.
Something because Fred was the test and he couldn't figure out I was on. Well, no, there'll be text to kind of show. So I'm
Right.
wrong. So the text, this will illustrate the text.
Right.
So, Fred, tell me what are new stand-ups you like these days or don't like?
I like really like the Hispanic ones because they do like the guy at my Best Buy that works at the Best Buy near me. He was always trying to get me to get the warranty. He's like, "You get the warranty, bro. Get the warranty, Holmes." And it's just like, I don't want the warranty. I don't even want the product. It's like, you know.
But what does that have to do with your favorite stand-ups today?
Well, no, I like, Felipe
He's
Esparza. I
a
like
good guy.
Bobby Lee. I like, I like the Wayans brothers,
Yeah, those are classics.
Cheech and Chong. I
What do you
like
think of?
Barbara Streisand. That's probably not one, but I do like Barbara Streisand. She was just great. I guess
What do
she's
you
still alive, but she's just great. Oh,
What
jeez.
do you think of Andrew Santamonio? What is his name? The
Oh,
redheaded
and
guy.
what's his name again? Andrew San Giacomo or something.
He's pretty aggressive. He kind of goes at you, you know?
Well, it feels that way because he's always got very trimmed facial hair, so it seems like he's coming at you physically, mentally from another planet. So
Now, Scarlett seems confused. She goes, "What is going on right now? Who is the other guy? Why is he talking like Fred?" It's an interesting question.
we're gonna take that under advisement. It's like it's your brain. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. This is your brain with liver shallots.
Do you like Ray DeVito? Mick E wants to know.
Do I like Ray DeVito?
Do you know who he is?
I don't know who he is.
He's this guy. Actually, I got into this because I was on Kevin Brennan's podcast. You know who Kevin Brennan is?
Oh yeah, Kevin Brennan.
And uh, and then this Ray DeVito reaches out, and I never heard of him. And people give money. Now I sound like me doing you. They give money. They throw $8 at him. I never heard of him, and he's got all this stuff. So I said, I'm trying to do that.
Yeah, and I mean your hair still looks good. Our hair looks good. I wear the beanie because I'm trying to, mix it up a little bit. It's everything's blooming.
I love, I love this giggle. You really got Fred down to a thing.
Yeah, because it's like if I'm gonna go to the Grove, then I'm gonna want to get a chocolate chip cookie, and I just
You got it. So Brad Garrett looks like Gene Hackman, according to Port. Could I call you Portland, Fred?
you can call me whatever you want. Just don't leave me out when you're doing the presents. When you're giving out presents, let me know. I would be down for some presents. You know what I mean?
I went to Portland a few months ago, and there were two main streets I walked down. There's things where they go down steps and you buy beads and shirts, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, look, it's like you got a lot of things out here. Of course, you got homeless people. You got, a lot of Uber drivers and coffee shops, and lots of puddles of mud. Basically, that's Portland. So that's what I do. And I'm out here. I work at a vegan donut shop, and I get to take a lot of them out home at night, and that's probably not good, and it's also probably good. I enjoy that. So
Wow. Okay, I'll give fake Fred props. His impression is really good. You just got like a compliment from Scarlett, and that's hard to get.
Scarlett. I always like the name Scarlett O'Hara, Scarlett, Scarlett Jonestown Massacre, which I'm reading the book, and a bedtime book, a good one to get is The Exorcist.
I like the nervous laugh. Are you laughing because you're nervous, or you think that's a funny joke and you laugh at your own jokes?
Well, I don't know, but you seem like the most concerned about it. You know, uh,
I have to admit I ripped off your impression of Jeffrey Ross. You want to hear me doing Jeffrey Ross? What's up, everybody? How you doing? Why don't you tell your face? You having a good time? How's that?
It's pretty good. If Jeff Ross is sort of like he's always roasting something, so he's like, "Huh, what's a pack of matches?"
Yeah, that's right. You used to do these. All right, this is not really Fred. I didn't want to break the illusion, but Jeff Richards used to do. I forgot Jeff Richards like roasting a plant or have him roast this glass of water.
First off, I'm not Jeff Richards. I'm Fred Stoller.
Okay, could you do Jeff Ross roasting? Hey, Laurie, the glass of water.
What's up? You got a glass of water? Look at what do you have full? What do you have full of water? You having a good time? Why don't you tell your face?
I like that. That's the go-to for every Jeff Ross put down.
I'm gonna roast my my dresser. What's up, dresser? What do you got? Like 6 drawers? What are you, a drawer? You having a good time? Why don't you tell my face?
Yeah, so I'm here, in my room. I put posters back here, do what you gotta do.
Have you talked to Jason Bateman lately?
No.
What's his name? Patrick Bateman.
No, how's he doing?
Doing all right. Nice to see you, Fred. So, just have a few questions, if you don't mind. So, how the hell are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm in a good mood. I just got back from, I was at Save On. I saved a few bucks at some, I just, I don't need a fan, but if these prices, you just have to pick one up,
Jason Bateman. Do you do how's Willem Dafoe doing? Dafoe.
So I just wanted to ask you a few preliminary questions for my files, if that's okay. So there's something magical about this. I think it's great. I really like it. What do you call this? This is a chocolate chip cookie with walnut. It's with walnut. It tastes, it's really good. I really like the nuts. I really like the chocolate. I think it's really good together. And I might get another one.
Who are the other favorites? What's Jesse from what's it called been doing from Breaking Bad?
Yeah, Jesse Pinkman. Yeah. Yeah, finally I'm wearing the right wardrobe for the impression, okay? Yeah. Bitch. No, I don't care what you said or what you meant to say, okay? You're a bitch.
Well, why could you factor in she was 9 years old?
He was 9 years old, man. He died. Bitch.
Well, I was trying to get a thing going on with a convention with Harlan Williams because we were both in Dumb and Dumber. You think Harlan, would you ever do autographs from your Dumb and Dumber days?
Sir, could you please put your hands on top of your head and turn away, sir? Sir.
That's not Harlan Williams.
How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Yeah, Fred Stoller. Yeah, real hard. Fucking coming in real fucking hard, aren't we, Sauce Boy? Yeah. Coming in real fucking hard, hitting the fucking tarmac. Feel me there, fucking Freddie Stoller, baby.
Did you know
Oh,
it's
Gary knows you do Gary Busey. Well,
wait,
that's
did you know it's impossible to throw a garbage can away?
what do you know?
That's one of my famous jokes, Harlan Williams. Did you know it's impossible to throw a garbage
That's
can?
not bad. All
But
right, it
that,
made me laugh. I got a little delayed. I so now, how has your life changed since you did the Gary Busey? Gary wants to know.
let's talk about buttered sausage. Where does it come from? What does it do? Get it out of my face. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Now, Scarlett thinks your Harlan Williams sounds like a Muppet. I just think
Because
that's
I am a Muppet. It's a take on Harlan Williams. He kind of has a fucking thing that he lets you get fucked and go forget fucking take, get pushed off and find yourself a fucking sprinkler head and then fucking go to fucking town garbage. You will. You will. You ever been on top of a mountaintop so high that you spread eagle right into the sunset? You will.
Oh man. Well, who did you hang out with at the SNL 50th anniversary party?
I was Alec Baldwin.
Who?
Alec Baldwin.
Hi, Freddie. Yeah, I'm doing Kyle Dunnigan doing Alec Baldwin. Hi, it's Alec Baldwin.
I'm Alec Baldwin. I've got a lot of things to do, so you better cut to the point.
There was a video of some guy annoying him, and he goes, "I'll take your throat if the cameras weren't here. I would twist your throat off and snap your neck." Did you see that?
No.
He's
I had a situation where I was on the red carpet and I waited a little bit and Chevy Chase comes up and I go up to him and I try to get a picture. I said, "Yeah, Mr. Chase, I'm a big fan. Can I have a picture maybe or something?" And he goes, "No, are you kidding? Get away from me." Like that. And so I just kind of trail off and then here comes Alec Baldwin. So I wait for him to say hi to him. And then Chevy comes over at the same time. And then Alec goes, "Jeff?" He goes, Chevy Chase. He goes, it's like he does impressions. It's great impressions, doesn't that? And I busted him out. I go, "Chevy wouldn't even take a picture with me." And he goes, "I didn't know you were somebody."
Cody was doing that when he came to LA. He wouldn't take pictures.
Oh yeah, you got to avoid the pictures. But I mean, he's probably kidding in retrospect.
No,
but
he is a dick, I've heard.
yeah, and
he was, yes. We know people like that. Like I know people like at the farmers market table, like I'll be sitting there and I'm only paying attention. They won't tell a story till someone more important is listening. They won't waste it just on me.
Yeah.
Oh, see, now it's inevitable Cody drifts and now he's sketching Jeff.
Right.
See, this is why we can't have guests because we don't get things done, but it's okay.
It's just like I went to Barnes and Noble and Tony Danza had his new biography, and I just thought, it's, Tony Danza, it's, yeah, I don't know, but I liked that show for a while, but I just couldn't picture her as a basketball player, and then, I've got most of them on VHS, but it's not my fault. I'm just anyway. I'm going on and on, but it's. What do you think when you watch me do you? What do you think about that? Do you have a feeling? Do you go? It doesn't sound like me, or
Well, I used to say it doesn't sound like me. Well, I don't do the laugh, but I like
You're
it.
doing it
Yeah.
right now.
But sometimes I'll be talking to someone and I go, I sound like Jeff Richards imitating me. Yeah, I was there, and then I came in, and then I forgot to lock the door, and then I got nervous about. So I go, oh my God, I guess I do kind of inflect some words.
What if we
Oh.
did a podcast called My Two Freds?
It has potential.
My Two Freds.
I
One is Fred Stoller, the other is his conscience.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Well, if Cody likes it, I'm looking. I can't find the charger. This is my cat. Fred, what do you think of the cat?
Oh, it's just to thank God for the shower caddy and all the towels I have. I'm able to.
I like the giggling. Wait, let me find the charger. Jeff Richards. Yeah. All right. I did you ever make an important call with low power on your thing? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, you're out of control. You know you're gonna. I'm gonna drink the milk that's been sitting on the counter for 5 minutes. I'm a daredevil. I'm a thrill seeker. I'm a cocktail dancer.
That doesn't. That looks like a demented Jonathan Winters. That doesn't look like Jeff. That looks like
Yeah.
it's
like
okay.
I don't know what you're doing there. It looks kind of like the first Bush.
He looks like it looks like a thinner Jonathan Winters.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh man. Yeah.
No, it's good. You're still working on it.
Yeah. It'll take a
Yeah, he's not there yet.
Yeah, it's not there. It's not there yet.
It's
Whoops. Click that.
Yeah.
So have you been on the you've been on the road?
I've been on the road. I've been on my kitchen floor because I dropped one of my contacts. I've been doing a lot of autograph things because of, I was in the Seinfeld. I was in Make Me Laugh. I was in Rain Man. I was in. What if I just started just telling people all these films I wasn't? But piece of pizza. I mean, it's really about a piece of pizza. I worked my life, all my blood, sweat, and tears, waking up early for these TV shows and movies, just so I can afford a piece of pizza. Yeah.
So you finally can afford pizza once in a while.
Well, I can afford it more than once in a while. I enjoy it all the time. I'll go get one slice, then I'll walk around the block, and then I'll get another slice. And it's very convenient to be so close to the Grove. It really
That's it.
is.
Yes. Does anyone have any questions for Fred with the hat? Ed the sound man just joined. He's a sound man in I think in Atlanta. Atlanta's a good comedy city, right, Fred?
I like Atlanta, except it gets very humid in Atlanta, which reminds me of New York, but also reminds me of the pizza at the Grove. And we just talked about the pizza at the Grove. I just would love it. Whoa, I love it. So good. Anyway, you get the idea.
The truth is, pizza and farmers market is very mediocre.
Yeah,
the donuts are good.
The donuts are good if they don't give you the stale ones, which if you get there late in the day, they'll just give you any, sometimes all they got's the donut holes or whatever. But, I like to get a slice of glaze right in the middle and then have half for dinner and half for breakfast because I'm retired and I do what I want, and I love to dance. I love my cat. I love my shower caddy. I love Ben Solensberger. I love Robert Carradine. These are my people. These are my troops. And yeah, that's it.
And did you just do a movie you were saying
Yeah,
tonight?
Did I just do a movie? You're asking me?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I didn't just. I did a movie. Yeah, it's called Desert Fiends.
Desert Fiends.
Yeah, you couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. I wasn't gonna. It's. Look, you're backing me up into a corner, making me seem like I started the whole idea. But mm, I could go for a log. I could live for one of those pumpkin loaf logs.
You know who he looks like now? He looks like a thinner Louis Anderson.
It's hot in here. Top 5 answer on the board. We surveyed 100,000 millions of thousands, 100,000 millions of thousands, 100,000 millions of thousands. Show me water. It's hot in here. Physically, it's stretching my palate, and I can't think. Is there a way we could just pump the water into my face? It's hot in here. How many times do I have to say umbrella? I'm not doing it because I like Rihanna. I need a fucking umbrella.
Now he looks like Jack Lemmon.
Nice.
Cody.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, they're hard to capture when they're just kind of lying on the floor like
Right.
Jeff in Portland is doing, and he looks like a Boy Scout with that tie.
It's the
Looks
cap.
like Baby Huey or something.
It's the cap.
Yeah, he looks like.
It's like I'm like Dolly Little, but for an uncle.
How many impressions do you do? Gary wants to know.
Um.
Well, you haven't done Jimmy Fallon yet.
Oh wow, it's incredible. That's fantastic. Hey Fred, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. I know it's your birthday. I'm happy that you're happy. You're gonna be good. You have a good one. I hope you have a fantastic. I hope you have some delicious food, and I hope you get some wonderful like ice cream or something. Get like a vanilla ice cream. It's amazing. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
What do you think of Cody's drawing ability?
You're doing the best you can, man. You must have some sort of special needs skill. Well, it's coming along. It's something. There's something to it. It changes. It changes different times. I don't want to mess with your head, though.
Well, when we do Substack and have deadlines, we can't have guests. Can you do Bobby Lee? Ed wants to know.
Not really. No.
Hey, dude. Hey, dude, man.
I could do Brian Holtzman.
Who? Brian Holtzman? I have heard of him.
He's a funny. Yeah, everything's just fine. No, I mean, I don't know. Whatever, it's hard because impressions are so weird. Like people don't know everybody, and then it's like so many people know who it is, and then what?
It's a good point.
It's kind of limiting. But it's like the Bar Rescue guy. I'm working on that guy.
Who's Bar Rescue?
Bar Rescue, the show?
No, I just got into. What's that?
He turns a bar around. Like he'll try to change the bar to make it more successful. But it's like Gordon Ramsay meets The Sopranos. Because he's like, hey, listen to me. You call these nachos? real intimidating. He's a big Italian guy. He goes, "Let me tell you something. This is Saucy. You're the owner of the bar. You should be disgusted with yourself. You should be disgusted.
I like it already. Now I want to watch it.
You should be absolutely disgusted. These are nachos, and this is not enough cheese."
I love it, even though I've never seen it. But it's a good one, huh, Cody?
Yeah,
Now,
that was a good one.
what is that? Newt Gingrich? Who's that now?
Well, I was putting the Alfred E. Newman's hair on there.
On who?
On him.
All right.
As a test.
I think. All right. That's what Jeff looks like.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Go back to the hat. He had a hat.
Yeah. He had a hat.
You know that joke, Jeff?
Hmm.
Do you know that joke, Jeff? With the punchline I just gave.
No, do it.
So there's this a Jewish boy goes out swimming, and the wave takes him away, and it looks like he's going to die. He's going to drown. And then the mother goes, "God, you bring him back. That's all I ask for. I'll go to temple. I'll give to the rabbi. Please, whatever." And then a wave whooshes in and brings the kid back alive. Then he looks up. She looks up. She goes, "He had a hat." And
Yeah, I thought that joke would land a little. I didn't want to have to do it twice, but you didn't seem to get it, and it's a good joke. Oh, geez.
there's another joke someone told me like it, but it's not good, but I'll tell it anyway. So there's it's the same stupid prayer, which makes no sense. So the guy's driving to downtown Portland, and he can't find parking. Again, he does the same prayer. God, if you give me a parking spot, I'll go to temple and give to the rabbi, whatever the hell, please. Then he sees a parking spot. He goes, "Never mind." Meaning God gave him the parking spot, which is good for Gary. So he says, "Never mind," but it was probably God gave him the prayer. All right, that doesn't make sense, does it? You didn't like the parking lot joke?
No, it's not you, it's me, it's us. So we got to get used to it.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
part
so
of you,
still.
but I'm part of you. But just because I'm part of you doesn't mean I'm going to laugh at everything. I mean,
Well, this is my favorite Jewish joke. These two Jews are about to be executed. One says to the other, "Maybe we should ask for a blindfold." The other guy goes, "Murray, don't make trouble."
That's great. Don't make trouble.
That's how I am. I remember I'd get a part. My agent goes, "I'm going to ask for more money." "No, they'll get mad. I don't deserve it. They'll get mad. They won't have me back. They'll hate me."
They just don't understand me. What they say, "We all have you back. We'll have you back," and they're lucky I don't go back there. And,
Yeah.
But,
Ed, the sound guy, likes the parking lot joke. Why do teenage girls never hang out in odd numbers? They can't even.
Yeah.
All right. These are bombing. Now, Chloe, you don't like the parking lot joke? Oh, good. We're going back to me. Enough of this Fred Richards joke.
It's a wonder that you can do this from your own house, because it just has the feel of a studio production.
I got an idea for you for what you could do in your stand-up act when you need to kill time.
Okay.
This is my impression of Dustin Hoffman doing crowd work. "Oh yeah, where are you from?" Like, do Dustin Hoffman doing crowd work.
Where are you from? You're from out here. You live in the area. This your boyfriend? This is your husband? This your dad? This your father? "Oh, you look pretty good for your age. What do you do supplements or skincare? You should think about doing something with your hair because you have very nice hair. You should think of do something with your hair, and because you have very nice hair. If you don't mind me saying so, sir."
That you should do that. Do these people like Willem Dafoe doing crowd work? I sorry, well, I can't do it.
So, you, do you mind if I say what your name is? Your name is Kimberly. Kimberly. I like that. It's nice. It's got a ring to it. It's got music to it. Kimberly. I like that. Well, welcome to the show. We'll have a lot of fun.
Oh, that's so good. It's so good. But yeah, I'm not by the Grove and this.
Let's just to reiterate. I went to Whole Foods and I got blueberry. It's like a blueberry pancake. It's it's got a little drizzle on it. Then I got some pretzels. I got some nuts. I got some orange drink. That's what it said, orange drink, and I'm all right. I'll be all right. I just, they got me to subscribe to this thing called Flix Fling or something because I wanted a movie. I wanted to go to the movie, and I hit the movie, and it signed me up for the 7 day. Now I don't know how to unsubscribe. So Fred, when we get off the line, I want to tell me about that.
Wow.
I mean, does it make sense to you what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't.
Can you do Seth Rogen?
I should just do it like that, huh? What about Robert Downey Jr.? I'm talking to you, Fred. Freddie, good to see you. I'm such a huge fan. I'm such a huge, gigantic fan, Fred.
Really?
I'm the biggest Fred Stoller fan there is in the entire world. I mean, there's no bigger Stoller fan than me.
Really? Wow, I'm
I
flattered.
love your stuff. I really do. I love you in Magnolia. You were just great. You were the sign? No, were you not? Maybe was
No,
it you? Or?
nothing like it. Patton Oswalt was.
Well, I think you're great. Either way, here we go.
I could do my impression of Dr. Melfi from The Sopranos. Tony, do you think you have hostility because of your mother? Tony, that's not bad, right?
Yeah.
Tony, do you think maybe you have aggression?
I'd like to see you in a blonde wig doing that same thing.
Tony, do you think you maybe are making progress with therapy, Tony?
I love it.
It's
pretty good, It's Tony. Oh, you gotta get yourself a stapler, Tony. It's pretty good. It's coming along.
I guess
and I
I'm
know
laughing.
what you're thinking. How do I get me to get off my podcast? Well, what's the transition here? How do we kill me without
I
hurting
guess
me?
Cody can let you go, even though now you look like Pete Rose.
Sorry, I butchered the. It's.
Yeah, I like Pete Rose.
Now, this not Jeff, but he's a big sports fan. I'm rooting against the Knicks because Ben Stiller. I root against him and Susie Essman in the front rows. I root against.
They go together?
No, but they're there. They're jumping with their curly hair, and that's what my mother would say. They jump up and down like crazy people. They're leaping. My mother was funny. They did a thing with comedians and their mothers, and Barry Sobel was there. What's wrong with him? He's dancing. There's something wrong with him. She didn't like Barry Sobel, my mother. There's something wrong with him. He jumps up and down and he dances.
That's so funny.
Yes, which she's kind of right, but well, so they had a thing in 1992, like a thing. Comedy Central had comedians and their mothers, so they flew out Barry Sobel's mother, and they wanted to fly out my mother. She goes, "Can they bring Morris?" That was my father. I said, "Yeah, but they won't pay his air ticket. They're paying for Mr. Sobel's ticket." So I had to negotiate what Barry Sobel's parents were getting. And then they were there, like Barry Sobel's mother was just as obnoxious as him. They were just dancing, and now, yeah. So my mother was just shaking her head. What's wrong with them?
What is he? What is he doing? He's acting like there's something wrong with him. You just look at him, Freddie. You don't ever act like that, Freddie. You got all your screws bolt now.
I remember my mother would sleep with a radio in between me and my father and listen to the radio when he's asleep. She goes, Gilbert was on his show and he was screaming. He woke up your father. She'd always say the same thing, like about people like Gilbert. I guess he's not doing good. I don't hear from him anymore. Like it's like my Gilbert would call my mother. I don't hear from him anymore. And she would say about, I guess all the people at Seinfeld, they're not doing good because they've been telecast. That's what she would say, typecast.
Oh, telecast.
They've all been telecast.
Oh, that's too funny.
And meanwhile, Julia Dreyfus is probably made just as much money from Seinfeld. She had the show, then she had the other thing on HBO because she's not. They're all been telecast.
That's so funny.
Oh, my mother, your mother. That's right. I met her. Oh, that was crazy. So one time I'm with Ben at the. Oh, by the way, I took Cody and his family to Damon Steakhouse. Do you know that one?
Uh-huh.
And one time I'm with Ben, crazy Ben, at the smokehouse, another steakhouse. He goes, "That's Jeff Richards there." Because he would do things like, "That's Daniel Stern." People look like people. That's so and so. And he goes, "That really is Jeff Richards." And then I did a video on Instagram of your mom offering me dessert. And she goes, "Take it off." She goes, "I know what you're up to." So I wasn't up to anything. I thought it was funny. Did you know that?
I didn't know anything that even really happened with that, but
It was a funny video where she goes, "Take dessert," and Ben's going, "Oh, no, lady, we're making it like it was a stranger, a crazy person."
it was
saying,
one of those things. I think when like she's not a performer, so if you film her, she might have second thoughts about having done
right,
it.
no big deal. But,
Yeah, but
she's a fun lady.
Oh yeah, she's fun.
Good person.
Definitely.
No, she gets it. My mother, she didn't understand how you can make people laugh. What do you mean you're a comedian? You just lie on your stomach sad all day. You just lie on your stomach like there's something wrong with you. So she never accepted I was a comedian. She didn't understand.
Never?
But she, she didn't understand. Then when someone said at the retirement community, "I saw him in the nanny, he's good." Really? She would argue with people, "No, he's not. There's something wrong with him." What are you going to do? It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's, Fred, I could be out getting strange, but I'm here in solidarity. I don't know what that means. Have you kept in touch with Alu Bell?
No.
He may be the only one who has a crazier mother than me. So what happened years ago was I was in Florida visiting my mother, and Alu Bell was visiting his mother. And I said, let's all get dinner together. He said, all right. Then he said, I can't make it. No, he came with, he goes, my mother can't make it. So he showed up without his mother. Then he admits, I didn't want to bring my mother because I was afraid she'd say something funny and you'd put it in a movie. What movie? So he got nervous.
Oh, he got like his mom's spits gold comedy bits.
Yes, and I would put it in one of my movies, which there's no movies, or that Mrs. Lobel said something funny, and I would use something she would use for my movie, which there was no movie. So he's kind of paranoid.
Right.
Do you know anyone more paranoid than comedians? I think that's why so many of them are into conspiracies and
Well, the only one more paranoid than you is me. You know,
Fred Part Two, the clone.
because when I go for a walk, I can take my mind off of things. I can I want to get to one of those chain wallets where there's the chain it to yourself. you know.
Oh my God. I like this picture. What's going on with this one, Cody?
You are greeted by people that recognize you,
Yes.
and then they kind of run away. Kind of.
Jeff, the joke here is sometimes people come up to me and go, I don't mean to bother you. I just want to say you're funny or whatever. And then I'm so glad to break up the isolation. I'm bothering them and they got to get away from me. Come on, that deserves a Fred laugh.
No, I'm locked in on the animation here. I'm looking at I'm seeing, it looks like a female character, and then there's just a block that looks like it broke off her back or something. Oh, it's the other guy. It's the other guy. It's a different guy in a different neck. I
Yes.
apologize. I didn't mean to insult you.
No.
But I like all sorts of things. I like pigs in a blanket. I like pigs without a blanket. I love pigs.
I keep saying I don't do the laugh, and I'm laughing, so I can't say that's not me. Uh, I remember I used to live next to the Laugh Factory, and one time I came by and I got stoned and I walked home all dizzy. It's not a funny story.
It's not even really a story. It's like one fact. You walked home stoned. Yeah, well, it's like I don't need to. I like macadamia nuts, but only in cookies. I like Jello, lime green Jello, but I never get it because I don't want to make it. And
Oh, you know, Brand Street is a place, Porto's, I almost brought Cody's family to, where they got. Now I know if I ever see you in public that I can come up and say hello. Yes.
what are you talking about? You talking to yourself?
No, I'm reading Scarlett's comment. Well, I wouldn't say, I'm not going to be obnoxious and say, is there anything you want to plug? That's the thing I hate when people go, do my podcast, you could plug anything. And these are people that know, it's like saying, let's have a conversation at the farmer's market. You could plug anything. You could talk loud and people at the table can hear you. Let's have a phone call and you could plug anything. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever have people who lie? Um, about how many I got hundreds of thousands of things on my podcast. Just be honest. Do you ever have that, Fred, too?
I got a podcast. It's called the Jeff Richards Show. It's on YouTube and the other things. And that's about it. Instagram, the Jeff Richards. And that's about it, Fred.
Well, congratulations. What did it feel like to go crazy viral with the Gary Busey thing?
It was cool. It was fun. I was sick at the time, so like it kind of made me being sick better,
Yes.
Like made it fun.
Now,
But then I
did you-
kept thinking, oh, am I gonna die with this video going viral? Is that how I'm going out?
Is so obvious. So someone just heard that clip and put it on stuff, and it went crazy. Like, how did it happen?
I guess he just shared it, Just started sharing it.
Gary Busey started sharing it.
No, it wasn't him that did it. It was just I don't know how those things happen. They just kind of take off. I don't know what it was. But then Gary Busey did a reveal video, like he's talking about how he doesn't know, he never heard of buttered sausage, That one, if you saw that one, and then he started doing videos where he was like got behind it. He was like buttered sausage, and now he sells like products and things that are buttered sausage.
Wow, you should get some money from that.
How do you do that?
I don't know, but your impression led to him getting money.
Yeah.
But if you ever broke, you could sell the picture Cody did of you.
Oh my God.
It's free. It's copyright free.
Yeah. That's great. I mean, you get an idea of what you think of me when you see that.
Right.
And that's what I look like.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't mean to say to Cody, it's hard to get the angle.
Well, like, yeah, I'm kind of looking at it like I'm trying to guesswork.
Yeah.
There's some guesswork.
So Fiona is doing really good. She's blowing up, as they say. She's on the show The Pit.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a really hot show. So she's not mad at you?
She's not.
Huh? She's not mad at you?
No.
Okay.
No, I knew she was
And,
busy. I was just because she did the show a couple times. And the last time I did it with her, it cut off like 10 minutes. Something happened with the equipment, or I don't know what happened. But she's like, she said to me, wait till the show comes out and I'll have something to talk about. But now it really took off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great.
Bryan Cranston's daughter is on the show. Because she doesn't use Cranston in her name. But maybe you could tell Fiona about your Jesse impression.
Oh, yeah.
And, he was 9 years old.
He was 9 years old, man. Right? And he died. Bitch.
I love it. I love how.
Fred, I don't even know what you're eating right now, okay? But it's like grating into my earlobe, okay?
I know. It's almonds look at the size of almonds the Shank family sent me.
Are those smokehouse?
Yeah, and I'm trying. So this is how sick I am. I bought this thing where you put it in the box and you time it, and it doesn't open until you set it. But I can't put all the almonds in it. It's true.
What do you do with it?
Well, I used to, like, if I buy edibles, gummies, I can't stop. I'll do them every night if they're around. So I would throw them out. But now you put things in here, you set the timer, and it won't open until the timer tells you to.
Oh,
How
then you
creative.
can't eat it?
But the almond bag is too big to put in here.
Oh my God, that's too
I
funny.
can't stop eating these.
That's so funny. I can't eat them. I gotta eat them all, but I can't eat them all.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna have an impromptu almond eating party. Come over as quick as you can. I gotta get these almonds into this little easy bake oven.
He's not giving up on the Jeff Richards picture.
No, it's
I mean,
it's because you're many people in one. I'm
He
getting
looks-
That's
all
one way to get out of it.
exactly.
He does look like Dustin Hoffman.
He looks
does
like
it-
Dustin. You do a
Yeah.
lot of. How about David Attenborough? Do David Attenborough.
Hello, we have something really good here. Hello. Let me hear.
Ah, a snowfinch. I'm a curious creature. I'm still not yet born. Oh.
Andrew Santiago, what's his name?
How about the guy from Breaking Bad? The guy that the chick owns the chicken chain.
Gus or
Yeah, he goes. I told you, like when I was leaving L.A., I got rid of the Spectrum. They went through a series of interviews where it just keeps asking you these. They send you to different guys, and it's almost like they're trying to break you down. Like you don't need to leave. Don't need to leave Spectrum. So this guy gets on there at the end, and he goes, "So I hear that you want to leave Spectrum. Why is that? Surely we can work this out." And this is literally what they give you at the last. And I go, "No, I just want to leave Spectrum." He goes, "But where are you going to go?" I'm like, I'm leaving. He goes, "Well, Spectrum is a worldwide, or fucking, it's crazy."
Oh my God. Well, I tried calling you when I was in Portland, but you were out of town.
Yeah,
If I go back, I'll let you know.
yeah. Let me know.
All right, that's looking a little bit like. All right, that's Jeff. I get it now.
You can see
Jerry
it.
wants to know if you could do Christopher Lloyd. Sort of
No,
like
but I can
David
do
Attenborough.
Crispin Glover.
Really?
Crispin Glover, McFly from Back to the Future. Take your damn hands off her, Biff.
That's great. Oh man,
You shouldn't have done that. I wish you didn't do that.
He's so good. I think the first time I met you, I was doing that podcast. Nice guy. What's his name? And you were just sitting there quiet.
Felipe Esparza.
No, you came to Felipe, did me, but what's the guy's name? Oh man, like the kid and the fighter. Not that nonsense. There were two of them. Nussbaum, David Nussey.
Nuzzy, yeah.
Nussey, yes. And then Bonnie Rotten, remember with Eddie Ift, where he had people there. You would think you were there, where Bonnie Rotten, who was in porn, sat on my lap. It was like in Venice.
I don't remember that.
Where did I forgot where I know you from, that I would hang out sometimes at the Grove. I forgot what started it.
Yeah, that's
But,
funny. I don't remember either.
La Factory, I could do Jamie. La Factory, we have the best. We guarantee the laughs. Buddy.
Buddy, I think you don't need to do comedy anymore, buddy. Lay down, go to sleep.
Walking is too. I could do Christopher. Shut up, you hard on. No, that's Joe Dirt. No.
It's pretty good.
Shut up.
How about
No.
Alex Jones?
Oh, what's that?
Alex Jones?
No, I know who he is, but the impression.
I'm Alex. I just kind of the way I do him is like,
I'll tell you what we need to know, and I'll tell you now, and you tell you later. Okay, because there's an eruption before they can see it in the eyes of the crescent fish. And the lizard is the lizard king. The lizard king came up. They didn't tell you before. He'd come out all the way from the mountains. He'd come up there. And they don't want you to know what happened to the Kennedy assassination. They want to tell you that the NASA was gay frogs and people that were involved in gay frogs. That's what they do with the illusion.
It's great. It's like the bar rescue guy. You don't know have to know who he is. I actually did a video game Thursday. My voice, I had to do different voices, and maybe I screamed a bunch.
oh, did you?
Well, you know, they say it's only the second video game I did, and they say, all right, these are your 3 parts. I go, okay, one I could just do myself. How do I do the others? And I don't think it was much different. I tried.
Yeah, it just depends when they catch me for an audition and what it is. Yeah, because it's very mood directed, you know. Unless you're a mechanical wild man, but I got to be in the mood, right?
Yes. My name is Steven Seidenberg.
My name
Yeah.
is Dave. I'm Fred Stoller. You're not Fred Stoller. I'm Fred Stoller. I am Fred Stoller. Fred Stoller. Fred Stoller.
You, now I don't know. That looks like Paul Dooley. Do you know who Paul Dooley is?
Paul Dooley.
He was in
Paul Dooley.
Popeye, the original, with Robin Williams.
It looks like it's going to be Bill Murray.
Yes.
Bill Murray. Oh, right, from the where he's wearing that
Stripes.
hat.
Stripes. Wow. So you were around every SNL person ever at that party.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Who were you most impressed to be near?
Jeez.
Rachel
I think-
Dratch?
I think Beck.
Really?
I love Beck.
Oh, I know. I know one of his albums, every song on it. Only one album though. The one with Let's Go It Alone and Earthquake Water. You love Beck. You know who he was married to? Last one. I wish he could fit in a lockbox.
Oh.
Are you eating smokehouse ones?
Yes.
Like the smoky flavor ones?
Yeah.
The flavor is smokehouse. No, those aren't smokehouse. Those are sea salt.
Sea salt, yes.
Yeah. The smokehouse. They're really good.
Who's I most starstruck meeting? I know it sounds crazy, Treat Williams. I love the movie Hair. Well, Bowie, I guess. Backstage. Can you do Dennis Miller? You can't do Dennis Miller. See, Jeff doesn't look like Jeff now. I don't mean the picture, I mean even him. So it's hard to get.
Right. Yeah, it's very.
Do you like Beck? You want to come in?
It's a hard one to do. Yeah.
No. Well, you look like Dom Herrera a little now with the cap.
I think it's closer to this one. It's got the Dustin Hoffman thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Are you Chloe Hoffman? Chloe loves what's his name? I forgot. I think we're losing everyone.
Are we losing?
Right, Fred, no more almonds. I put them back in the garage. That's where they were. Well, any last questions for Jeff, Fred? Yeah. All right. I'll let you go back to hang out with Sobel. You're a good girl, yes. You're a big Barry Sobel fan, Chloe? I think we lost Jeff.
I don't know. He seems to be on yet.
Okay.
Pretend I'm still here.
All right, Lori's still there. If anyone's still there, please let me know.
Yeah, I'll take a look to see what we got. We got let's see, how many people? Got about standard amount of people.
That was fun. What actually happened? It was a live stream.
Do we?
He's still on.
So wait, do I need to
And,
knock?
Yeah, you could hang up on him.
He's at his apartment in LA.
Okay.
Somebody.
Do you want me to remove it?
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
My apartment in LA. Oh, my stomach. I can't stop with those almonds. So Jeff's
Well,
very.
I think yeah. The way the caricature here,
That's pretty good. Okay. You closed in.
yeah. I thought it was. I think there's some likeness there, but it was fun.
No,
it was
I
fun
see it
having
now.
fun,
I see it now.
It was.
I see it now. Yes.
It was cool though. It was great to have the two guests tonight. Were very,
Mm-hmm.
very
What a
great.
decent man. So he's a security guard, and he's not
Yeah.
allowed to give selfies.
This one ain't bad too.
All right. Now I get it.
But there's there's a few things I think. I'm somebody who has to work on it if it's a tougher.
It's a tough angle.
Yeah. When people are in the stream, it's a little harder. I should look at different ref, but it's all cool. Yeah, we got to hear his impressions are amazing.
Yes.
So funny too.
Willem Dafoe is very good.
Yeah, that's great. It's
Yep,
cool that
I see it.
Adane,
Adon.
Adon it was cool because he's mentioned something. It'd be interesting to get him back on as well, because he mentioned Steven Silver, and I took a class with him
Oh, really?
on
I-
online. But yeah, he probably lives in California, probably.
Yes.
So he probably got to go to his actual class, which it sounded like. So that's pretty cool.
Yes. No, I bumped into them at the Grove.
Yeah, Steven
That's
Silver
cool.
is really great. Pretty cool.
Do you like Steven Spielberg? So Steven Spielberg, how is he connected with Animaniacs?
Oh, how is he? How is Spielberg? Well, the guy I was talking about was Silver,
Right, but I know Spielberg.
but Spielberg, yeah, he had like a thing for animation when he did that. He did like that American Tail,
That's right.
and then he kind of wanted to bring it back. And during that time in the '90s, everything from like after Roger Rabbit, people wanted to bring cartoons back on their programs. So then I think Spielberg had, I think he had like a division or something. I don't know, like, yeah, I think he was like in charge of starting that. Yeah. Some of those guys, they kind of went into the animation, like wanting to like keep it alive. It's funny. I wonder what he thinks of it now. Like he hasn't really done much in animation at all. Spielberg, at least.
That's a good point.
So I wonder, like, if he just kind of like, I bet he could come back if he had to.
I bet they'd let him do anything he wants. Yes. Maybe I'll get the plug back out here.
What's that?
No, it does. Now it looks like Jeff.
Yeah,
The more I look at it closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe Chloe's been drawn a few times.
Right.
You thought he was my brother. That's funny. I like the laugh he does, huh?
Yeah. The laugh he does sound it for you.
Yes.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, I guess I could start wrapping up, and then I can
Yeah.
collect everything and kind of get it all set. I mean, these are pretty.
Yeah. Well, let's have it ready for 3 o'clock. Well, it's 6 o'clock your time tomorrow.
Right.
And really appreciate it. It's great. Hope you had
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Any last questions before we go?
Yeah, do we have any?
All right. Well, I'm gonna feed the girl over here. And I'm excited about tomorrow, Cody. We'll talk before the Zoom.
It sounds great.
Well, everybody, thanks hanging with us. And we'll do this again soon. All right. Yes, Lori enjoyed it. She thought it was
Cool.
fun. And we
Awesome.
are hanging out.
Yes.
Great guest, Gary. That does look like Jeff. I think at the end he was talking to his mom.
Huh.
You know, but She's a great person.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, I'm gonna throw my almonds in the garage. I already have a stomach ache.
Oh no.
But thank you. No, it's not the worst. I gotta control myself.
Nice.
No stream schedule yet.
Usually like well, at least well, today's Sunday, but Tuesday was one we were kind of doing.
Did we do Tuesday? I don't remember.
We had Tuesday nights. Kinda. But that was maybe that was a loose thing.
Oh, thank you, Bridget. Now I know the real name. We'll get more
Yeah.
fun people, and I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too. I came in not knowing who the guest was. Yes, Jeff. Yeah, Jeff Richards. Follow him on Instagram and YouTube. He's very funny.
Yeah.
All right, Cody. I'm gonna straighten up and looking forward to tomorrow.
Sounds good, Fred.
You have a great night.
Thanks, you too. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.